Hi everyone. I just wanted to do a quick overview of the new 52 framework version 2.0. Um, so the new index page contains all of the categories that you will be seeing within the framework. So for example, there's a simple HTML5 page, there's a full feature page which has all of the cool HTML5 features that the framework supports. There's a form framework now which allows you to do forms really easily. It shows off all the cool phone fields and URL fields that HTML5 includes. Um, the There's a CSS3 demo page where you can see all the cool CSS3 features. It has documentation to go into each one. There's the grid framework. There's a CSS framework, which is the basic 52 framework CSS. And then now we've included a simple blog page and a simple article page, so that if you wanted to create your own templates for WordPress or Expression Engine or whatever CMS you use, you can do that pretty easily. So let's go and really quickly look through, let's say, for example, the simple minimal page, where you'd find that within the framework structure. So when you download, you should get files pretty close to these, and you'd go into demos, and then you'd go into HTML5, and then simple page. And in here, as you notice, it's pretty straightforward as far as what we're including into this page. The modernizer, which of course handles Internet Explorer and does a lot of other cool stuff thanks to Paul Irish. And then we have the CSS reset, the CSS3, the general, and the grid, which are just the very basic CSS things you will need for this page to work. You don't necessarily need the CSS3, but if you do want to apply any cool CSS3 features from within our framework, that could become useful. And then let's go down. You can pretty much remove this. This is just for temporary demonstration purposes. You have a div role, which is for the grid. The grid requires that there's a row for you to put in columns. So then we have a column 7 and a column 9, which makes a column 16 altogether, so that the layout is 16 columns wide. This is the logo. This is just a simple navigation, and you notice in this simple HTML page we just use the normal elements like block quote and some HTML5 elements like article and section, and it's really good to start getting used to those. And then there's code. We have some lists. We have some abbreviations, strong. Pretty much all the little HTML elements you're used to seeing are here as well. And then of course footer, like as in used by HTML5. So let's go back in here and see what else. For example, let's look into CSS3 properties. So you've noticed that we have tried to basically show you all the cool CSS3 that are widely supported. And we have also added to this version custom selectors. So for example, li colon nth child odd. This will basically select every odd li of this unorganized list. So every odd, as you see, has a background of gray. And this works actually in Internet Explorer thanks to a JavaScript library called Selectivizer. And then there's other cool features, like for example, you can select the value equals test. So any input that has a value that's test will basically have that styling. And this is cross-browser. And then for these properties here, they'll just degrade nicely in Internet Explorer. And let's see what this page looks like. So we can go into CSS3 demo. And that's pretty standard, but you notice here all these elements contain a class, and that's a CSS3 class that comes from the CSS3 file. So let's open that up, and so you notice that there's classes like shadow, which adds a text shadow. There's multiple shadows that you can do. There's rounded corners. You can reach around the top right, and basically by using these you can either copy and modify them in here, or do whatever you like. But this will basically shows you how to use a lot of the cool CSS3 features that are widely used today. So that's about it. In the home directory, you'll notice there's actually an index mobile page as well, which is really nice for mobile versions of your site. It basically like modifies the page so that it works 100% width, and modifies the grid a little bit to make it work as well. So thank you for watching, and we hope you enjoy version 2.0.